Often people have asked me who can worship Ucchishta Ganapati. Alright, of course, Ucchishta Ganapati is the Tantric Ganapati, the 8th form, the most powerful and dances the quickest. But here I want to touch base with few marginally, compromised groups that can possibly benefit greatly by chanting uh, his mantra, by doing his niyas, by meditating with his dhyana mantra, by showing him mudras. One can greatly benefit, especially sexually traumatized people, right? When we see Ucchishta Ganapati and we see very overt sexual imagery, which are, of course, symbols of deeper truths, right? But if you've experienced some kind of deep sexual trauma, then indeed Ucchishta Ganapati is possibly the best form of deity that you can surrender to, because Ucchishta Ganapati is never alone. He's always with Shakti, with Ucchishta Chandali or Chandalini, the Mahapishachini, the Mahapishachi. So this is definitely something to consider if you have any kind of repressed sexual trauma or any kind of, sexual inadequacies, erectile dysfunction. It can greatly help you with visualizations, on the erect phallus. People with erectile dysfunction or people with infertility issues can greatly benefit. Now, another group that can, greatly benefit from Ucchishta Ganapati sadhana, upasana, and niyas and mudras and dhyana mantra, tarpanam, homam, are sex workers or people who are in any way associated with the sex industry. You can greatly benefit by invoking the sexual imagery as divine, as represented by Ucchishta Ganapati and Ucchishta Matangi. The elderly. Now, this is strange, but you will not believe it, that Ucchishta Ganapati worship actually helps you remain young. And for the elderly, and I've seen this with my own experience, that they are greatly benefited when they surrender to Ucchishta Ganapati. Now, also another thing is that we must realize that sexuality is the activity of the Swadhisthana. It is where we store our creative potential. So, maybe sexuality is not to be vilified, so it is to be accepted. Couples who are thinking about divorce, separation, and I've mentioned many times that people who are separating or are going through difficult times couples should definitely start the worship of Ucchishta Ganapati to bring in such love, such eroticism in your life, right? So this is definitely something to think about. People who are also prudish, this upasana, or have any kind of problems with sexuality or expressing their sexuality, it's definitely going to help you feel the sacredness of conjugal bliss. So I offer Ucchishta Ganapati workshops. There are 8 levels to this workshop, and 2 books on Ucchishta Ganapati are available. Drop me an email, tina@tinaheals.com, if you want to learn Ucchishta Ganapati Upasana and if you want to bring the sacredness into your life.